Hi, welcome to Simply Country Cuisine. So today we're going to make, it's getting to be cool outside in Texas, and I would consider it fall when it's in the 57, 58 in the morning, and of course now my mind's going to soups. But I'm supposed where some of you are watching this, you think that's swimming weather, so we're just going to make some soup. So today we're making a chicken alfredo tortellini soup, and I thought I'd put a little bit of baby spinach on it to top it off. I thought that looked pretty and taste awful good. So to start out with, I was going to actually use shredded chicken in it and short time the recipe, but we're going to make it the way the recipe calls for. So do remember, when you get to the chicken step, you could use pre-cooked shredded chicken in it and shorten your time up. So if it was a quick meal in the evening, that would make it, you could have your soup made probably in about 10 minutes. We're gonna turn our burner on about medium high, and I'm gonna go once around the pan for about a tablespoon of olive oil. I've added about 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I always like to add a little vegetable or olive oil when I'm using butter. It keeps it from burning. Butter burns pretty quick. And I'm going to be sauteing some vegetables and cooking the chicken. I'm adding 1 medium diced onion, and I'm going to add, this was it came out to 1 cup of diced carrot. And let's get these softened up a little bit first. Okay, we've been kind of sauteing the onions and the carrots and the butter and the olive oil for about a minute. You can see what I'm talking about. I'd like the onions to be translucent. And the carrots, they're still crunchy, but they're going to soften up as the process. 2 cloves of garlic in. And now I'm going to add the chicken. Now the recipe actually calls for 1 pound of diced chicken. I'm feeding, again, 4 people, so I've used 2 chicken breasts. I kind of was weighing it out with my hands. It's about 2 pounds. So I've increased the quantities just a little bit. Now we're going to cook this until it's white, the chicken. Okay, we've been cooking the chicken with the vegetables for about 2 minutes now, and it's getting white. I want it to get a little bit of color on it, so we're going to let it cook a little bit more. And while that's cooking, I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of kosher salt. And in this recipe, I thought I would use fresh ground black pepper. Now that my chicken's been cooking for about 4 minutes, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of flour and toss it all around, because this is going to be our thickening agent. I want to make sure all the chicken is coated. Now I'm going to add 1 cup of half and half. Now what I'd like to do, I need about 4 cups of chicken broth. If I don't have the 4 cups, I'll finish it off with water. Now we've added 4 cups of chicken broth, 1 cup of half and half. And I'm going to let this cook now for about, the recipe says about 5 or 10 minutes. The soup is actually cooked about 8 minutes. And I am now going to add a pinch, just a small pinch, of red pepper flakes. Just a pinch, and I like to squeeze them between my fingers because it releases the oils. And now we are going to add our cheese tortellini. I went ahead and purchased H-E-B cheese tortellini. In the freezer section, they have ricotta, Romano, and Parmesan cheese in them. And I want to give a shout out to a new friend I have at H-E-B. Her name is Janice. Hi, Janice. She was our checkout gal when I purchased the tortellini. Real sweet gal, and I just want to say hi. So I'm going to put the entire bag of, it's 19 ounces in without splashing myself, I hope. Now we're going to let this cook until the tortellini becomes al dente, tender to the touch. So that's going to probably take maybe 5 more minutes. Okay, now I'm going to sprinkle in probably about 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. I'm going to put in a good 2 or 3 ounces of baby spinach leaves. Now we're ready to give it a taste. I have a little bit of the chicken, the tortellini, some carrots, some spinach, and give it a bite. That's very good. A little bite of bread. That's good. The 3 cheese and the tortellini really bring a lot of flavor into the soup. It's nice and creamy. The spinach is broke down in it. Again, if you didn't want to use the fresh chicken breast, you could always get, I know HEB has it, it's in over in the deli section, and or the prepared food section, and you can get pre-cooked rotisserie shredded chicken. That would save 10-15 minutes on this recipe. So when you come home from a late night work, you could pop this in, have a nice warm bowl of creamy tortellini alfredo chicken soup. And always remember to subscribe, like, and share our videos on YouTube. And on Thursdays we have a little contest. Please join us on Facebook. And if you don't have a place to worship, please join us at Glad Tidings Assemblies of God. We have a link below that tells you how to connect up with us. We'd love to have you. We have a lot of exciting things. I know that Pastor Amber is creating a wonderful Christmas program with the children for December. We would love to have you come join us. Thank you so much for joining us today. And again, thank you to the sweet, sweet cashier at HEB. Bye-bye.